Hello, everybody. It's Louie Shay. Hi, welcome back. If it's your first time, I want you to know that you're very, very, very welcome to be here. I love you guys. I'm just a lover. I do. I love people, but you make me sick sometimes. I'll be honest. God, you guys are so horrible. Are you human? Are you human, babe? I just wanted to know. Okay, so feel free to tell me where you are in the world if you like, if you want people to know where you are. Otherwise, you can just greet me and say hello so I'll know that you're here because I don't see anything here and this is supposed to have a live chat. I don't see it. All right. So I can make this a podcast by turning off the camera, which I love because I don't have my best days where I look, no matter what I do, presentable. I be looking disgruntled and I don't know. I don't know if it's something, the environment, but I be looking disgruntled right now. Like I'm hurting. And yeah, sometimes up in here does be congested. I don't think it's anything I'm doing. But I'm just saying. But today I feel great. I feel presentable. I don't feel like I got that. Well, I haven't been zapped to skip out today. For the past 2 nights, I haven't really. I've had a little rumble, but no real burning where I will be affected the next day and be in some chronic crazy pain because someone keeps introducing me to it. Bless God, praise Him. We are delivered today, aren't we? Yes, we are encouraged today, and I wanted to do this in the backyard, but we're gonna sit here for a moment and just give God glory, praise, and honor. We are because He's worthy. Okay. Yes, God, we're gonna take time out to just give God praise. He's worthy of that. He's been magnificent to us. Now, again, I'm not into politics. I'm not into who likes who and who's popular and who's not. I'm not into taking sides with folks. I like what I like, just like you like what you like. Now, I was just thinking, like, whenever I'm talking about certain people and I don't not say their names but I have been calling Elon's name a lot. Most recently because he's everywhere. He's everywhere. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose. This is God ordained. I don't know. I don't normally call his name out of respect for his family. I've never met these people in person. Okay. So I try not to talk about the people that I don't know, but this man here is he's everywhere, as you know. Elon Musk is everywhere. And yes, he wants to be in your hearts and in your minds, and he absolutely wants you guys to love you, especially certain communities. And you all just keep rejecting the brother. I'm not taking sides on any politics. Right is right. I'm not understanding everything, so that's why I don't talk about a lot of things. Like, I feel there are good people in any community or any nationality, so I think people should be individually or not as a whole judged as demons. I mean, that happens. Like not all people that are dark skinned are bad, like myself and my children. We're not bad people. But we get, prime example, the car company that I'm renting from is charging me $450 for this raggedy car. It has all kinds of issues. I'm not gonna say it's their fault. I've had stalkers and paparazzi weirdos since like 2014 or so, maybe all my life, but it popped out noticeably for me 2014 or so. A lot of strange events up until now. That's a long time, but it probably has been going on for 25, 35, almost 50 years. It just really, I guess, people grew up and got better jobs and more resources to what? Get on my nerve. Bless the Lord. So whatever's going on, I want you all to pray for my family, for those that have health issues, mental health issues, social issues, physical issues, because that's not my desire. But back to this rental company. So they keep giving me the car. The engine light comes on. The passenger was in recently, and then boop, and she saw it. She's like, "That's not good." And he kept saying, see owner's manual. And I'm like, look, I've reported this stuff to these people. And they only told me, basically, if it stops somewhere, they'll come pick it up. They got to order a part, so I just need to wait. Instead of giving me another car, They keep putting me in this car, which is considered dangerous, right? I don't like lawsuits, but I've had so many companies to disregard my life and what I do. Apartments, cars. If I sue everybody, they're going to think I'm crazy because people continuously do things they shouldn't be doing. And I'm really sick of it. If I go back to 1994, I would have so many lawsuits and be such a rich woman for all the times that people inconvenience me for I don't know what. Do they feel privileged? Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool? Am I, is it because they think I'm a poor black woman and I can't afford a lawyer? I'm not a good person. So back to this. The car literally breaks down on the expressway while I'm driving a passenger to a very well-paying job. It just breaks down conveniently. Like they got a button. I know that they actually have some ability to disable this car if I'm driving. I don't want to say it's while you're driving, but somehow they have the capacity to. I want to show y'all this black car cruising through here. Who that? Who that, y'all? What that place say? Can you see it? What that place say, baby? What that place say? Let me tell y'all. Let me put my glasses on because I think they probably looking at me like I'm looking at them. This could be a rich person. FD 35729. Yeah, that could be a famous person because I heard I'm gonna meet somebody. I didn't know Mayor Johnson lived next to me or close to me, guys. Oh my God, he could be related. I never said that before, but hey, who cares? So I don't think he knows me of me. I don't think so. I wouldn't imagine he does, but he absolutely could be a part of my family somehow. I don't know. Just saying. Okay, so I'm driving the car. The car basically gives out on the expressway. And so I have to drop this person off. I have to call the Uber for them because I didn't want to just leave them stranded. And so I use my own money. Again, I keep having problems with this car, and I'm telling them, and like the brakes, it seems like they just rotate them to the other, like they just rotate the tires. Like they do not replace the brakes. They just rotate them. Like if the front is worn, they'll just give me the ones in the back and put them on. I'm trying to figure out where the music comes from. I'm okay. I'm okay. So this man is a troublemaker. I don't know what's wrong with him. Young and cocky or just ignorant. He's young. I can see that. He's young and probably arrogant. And a lot of people that come here from other countries and set up businesses, they feel like we should be able to do the same thing when actually we don't have those same benefits. Now, there are people that does it, but they have to be connected to crooked officials. They have to know somebody almost to get through these things, And there's nothing wrong with partnering with others. It's just that if people are surrounding you with sharks like themselves and they're trying to make you pick one of them so they can keep a tab on your money because they want to be the only option you got. So they got 6 other people just like them swarming around, and then they want to act like, okay, nobody else outside these 6 work with this person. Hey, if this person comes in, don't do it because we want them to come to us. And there's 6 of us posted, and that's what they need to do. They need to come to us so we can be greedy. And it's like, I see your horns, I see your horns, your horns. You got horns, you got horns, and you got horns. No, thank you. I will stay to myself. It's not that serious outside. And so then they start bullying you because you're not picking somebody. Then they put somebody around you that you can run to that's still a part of them, or they made them a part of them by bullying them. Here's that same truck again. So it's like, what the frick? Okay, this Mr. Chocolate. Okay, that's probably my sister's friend. So you sit here and you go through all this stuff and you be like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, okay? So we just going to stay to ourselves and we going to keep it simple. And so then they start bullying your children like, well, if we can't get you, we'll get your kid. It's like, do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind minding your own business? Do you mind minding your own business? That's rude. So now you're going to make me homeless and take my kids until I come to you. Because you want me to come to you for an apartment and a house. And you're forcing me. I'm able to take care of myself, but you want me to come to you so you can get my money. Now, what is that called that you get me kicked out of all my places when it's not your place? And you don't really want to give me a place. You really just want me outside so that I could chase you for a place. What is that called? Illegal? So, back to what I said. I rent the car. I walk in. This cocky man is watching everything. He's a militant person. Like I said, a lot of people from other countries really don't have the heart that America is supposed to have. I don't shoot. If you got homeless people, you're heartless. This is a poor country. If you can have homeless people outside, and then you got other people from other poor countries wanting to come here so they can be homeless. Oh, that's right. You give them grants and loans and big things to come and open stores and restaurants and hospitals and nursing homes. And oh, well, they have degrees. Well, how did they go to college like that? I think in other countries, when they start their education, it's a little easier to get into things. And then when they come to America, to cap it off, it works. It's easy because they have some credentials somewhere else, because we are the melting pot. And we accept people, especially foreigners. But when it comes to the people that were already here, you got to go through all these other legal processes that people have set up for you, which can be tiresome. That you have to go through all those loops and hoops to get what other people are handed. So I go in to rent this car, and he says it's $450, and I'm like, Jesus, because I can't really rent from anywhere else. So I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. So okay, I do it. Get the money up from a job I was on. They got me fired from there. Whoever these people are that like to stalk me and paparazzi me. So I get kicked out of there, and I'm like, okay, I got this money. I'm gonna take it and go rent a car, and I did, and I've been rolling ever since. But it's expensive. So I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. So then I decide that I'm gonna make the best of it, and this and the other. And it's like, this is eating up everything, but at least I have a way to get around and have somewhere to stay with this. So I'm cool with that, because otherwise I'm gonna be looking people upside their head. They're gonna be looking beside my head like, what are you contributing? Yeah, you need to find something else to do. We love you, but it ain't like that. So I walk in, and there's all these people coming in and out of doors. I don't know these people. So I'm like, wow, do they work here? What is that door? I don't know. So I come in and I ask for the lady. I don't see her. And I'm like, hey, how's the lady? Is she here today? I said, the African lady. And he goes, oh, I'm offended. Now, what the frick he's offended about? Maybe that's his wife. I don't know. They could be in a relationship. But it doesn't matter. My point is, I don't care. I said the African lady. Like I said, I saw a Mexican lady. Come find out there's a Mexican lady that either they just hired, or here's another car. That's a lot of fancy cars pulling up. Maybe they're part of this reconstruction. They in big, nice cars too. Big, nice cars. So anyway, whatever's going on, yeah, he was like, I'm offended. And I'm like, what? So ever since then, he'd already been nasty. Now, grant you, the first day I got this car, maybe the second day, the bumper was hanging. Like I said, no matter what I do, around the third day, everything goes crazy. Medications, they stop working, like somebody swap them or switch them out. Any medications or any hair treatments, third treatment, it stopped working. I don't know if people are diluting or switching stuff. I don't know. But it stops working. What else? Anything I do, it'll be good for like first 3 days, the first 3 months, and then it just falls off. But we're praying for these weeds to be chopped down and removed permanently and treated so that they do not return. Anybody got time for this? And what's the other thing? So he refuses now, like he's so offended, like it's his business that I refer to this lady as an African. She's an African lady. And again, if there's several women here, how do I tell you which one I'm looking for? I had her name, but I'm horrible with names. So I don't like to call people the wrong name I don't know if it's being nervous or not caring. I'm not sure. So I just say the African lady. And he just acted like I just broke a law. Like, just stop being stupid. But he's immature and he's cocky. And he probably watches my videos. Careless. So I'm up there like a fool talking about, oh, my husband, Elon. Yeah, he's he may be your competition. He's buying he's going to start a rental company. Now, again, I'm not trying to overstep the people that is in this man's life. I don't know these people. Okay. So this is clearly just me having fun out here in the streets, trying to keep people off of me. But apparently he makes people mad. How to know that? I don't care. That's petty that you're that upset with somebody, you want to hurt them or their property. I'm the same way. Why would you want to hurt my children or my cars? But to me, that something happened watching Dateline or something about a lady that was being stalked by her husband or some of his friends. I don't know if he was a cop or had cop friends, but for whatever reason, he was possessive of this lady. He turned the kids against him, like most people, most narcissists. So the lady divorced or whatever. I don't know if she or he initiated. I don't know. But whatever happened, a week later, after a bunch of events, somebody broke in her house and had wrecked everything. Or after her having a break in and somebody wrecking her house, she ended up yeah, I'm still here recording. I guess everybody's looking like, what's she doing? I'm recording. So whatever happened, she came up dead. So I feel like when people are damaging your property, that's what they want to do to you, but they can't get to you. So they rather just damage your property because they're stupid. That's sad. The people are that childish. And I do understand that sometimes people feel absolutely threatened by maybe decisions you're making, which again are pretty much, I want to say petty. But I feel that there are other ways to express your discomfort or dis-ease with someone versus tearing up their property or harming them. That is so animalistic to me, and I have attacked people's property, one person, because I'm afraid of what will happen to me. I mean, people can really be animalistic, very animalistic and inhumane, which God does remedy. If you have an animalistic, very aggressive, out of control, tribal attitude about things that God owned and granted us, whether you stole it or was given to you or you feel like it's yours, it can be rightfully yours. But for you to harm a human and attack them like an animal and feel justified, you need a cage or a grave. That is horrible. And I'm not in defense of anyone but myself and my children and anyone that's a victim of that type of mentality. I don't care if someone hired you. You have to be a twisted individual to believe that it's okay to harm another person for no reason. And the sad part is there's people that make up their own psychotic reasons to harm you in their psychotic minds, and it's law to them when they're the people that were perpetrating. That's psychotic. That's some psychotic, sadistic-ish. Somebody needs a grave or a cage. That's ridiculous. That is not revenge. That is called retardation. That you can take a whole nother person off the planet or two people for no reason. These things that God owns and allows us to use, his sand for housing, his bricks, his glass for windows, this stuff belongs to the Almighty God of the universe. We're borrowing it. We're resourcing it. That's why we have recyclable places. That's why we have places that take debris and demolitions. They reuse the bricks. They reuse the wood. It's all reusable if it's in a certain status or state of being. So back to what I was saying. So he's been giving me this crappy car. He will not switch it out. And I kind of understand as a business owner, from a business owner's point of view. But if this car needs more care, why do you keep handing it to me? So somebody could have knocked the bumper off the first few days and maybe he thought it was me. Why would I childishly do that? I know there are people out here that pass the buck on. They tear your stuff up and then they act like, oh, I don't know what happened. I get it. But I'm not that person. And I know he has no way of knowing that, but that was rude, you know. He didn't even ask me. Well, he said, I think you're messing up the car. I thought he was joking because I thought that's the way I picked it up, honestly. I'm not a destructive person. I can be, but I'm not. So, no, I'm not an angel. I can be. That's how we all are born. We're born innocent in sin, but we have a clean slate. And as we get older, naturally life jades us, but it's our job to cleanse and stay in the state of angelic being. We're all part of the earth. We're from the earth. We're all born of God, which is through Jesus, which was earthly. He formed us from the dirt, and we just happened to come through another human that was formed from the dirt, a woman. But the seed came from a man. How many of y'all understand that this is this man's seed? He really does have a right, if he gave it to you, on how that goes. It is your body, but that is his seed. And that's why people need to pay attention to how they're handling their bodies out here. These are these men's kids. Okay, those are his kids. That's his seed. And some men are very highly offended when you want to get rid of them seeds for whatever reason. They might not even know how to be a father, but they feel like, and you know, it is her body for 9 months, but that man carried that seed for a while. So whatever's going on, I feel like I'm not taking sides on politics or anything of that nature, but I do feel that whenever I say congratulations about something or whatever, it's because somebody succeeded or something, or I got a glimpse of something that happened. And that's on any side. I'm all for anybody winning as long as you're not hurting me and my family. Okay? I don't know who's who. Everybody's suspect right now with the things that I'm going through, but I do see things and I do say congratulations to various people. I don't know if you guys pay attention. I see a lot of things. And a lot of it is bad news. It's what it is. So why am I saying congratulations to you? Especially if you're a part of my downfall and you're on a public platform. Ain't no congratulations to you. And how do I know that? God keeps showing me stuff. And I don't think that's a person. I believe God is showing me things in the background of people's doings, people's behaviors and processes and their agreements, their activity. And I keep picking up on certain people that have indirectly been watching my life that sit on big platforms, knowing what's going on and not reaching out, not helping, just watching. And this is normal. If you watch Window, Black Glass, Black Mirror, it was on Netflix or something. Ding, ding, ding. If it's still there. The guy that was in Get Out, he was in that movie, Black Mirror. Okay, the other one was, yeah, that's probably the same one. There's different episodes. And then you have the other one, The Purge. How people literally sit up and watch TVs of people that are on camera. And they just decide who they want to hunt. They decide who they want to make fun of. They decide who they want to steal from, kill from. And you might even meet these people and they'll have you run around in some type of maze and fear of your life. And they absolutely feel like they have the right to shoot at you and take you out. So, very, very sad. Or they can set certain things up and just watch you go through. Like right now, I'm like stuck in a maze because somebody keeps inflating every price for me. All of the insurance, all of the car prices. Rent was not affected, but they'll get me kicked out of the most affordable spots. I'm hearing somebody saying it was to protect you. How is me being outside and you not presenting your scary ass to me that is to protect me? That's what I need to know. And I have children. Really? So this is where I rely on God of the universe to protect me and my children. The man that made these trees and these branches and things, I look to him to protect me from people's disorders in their minds and heads, that it's okay to disrupt people's lives and just sit and watch them struggle and find it entertaining. The God that made these trees. Now, I didn't say plant them, I said made them. The guy that put the sky together, the clouds. Now, remember, we don't normally see sunny days like that. I was fussing. Now, here they are. We haven't seen these in years. Look how beautiful that is, really. Not here in Chicago. Okay. Beautiful, right? No one created that. God did that. People might want to manipulate that and pretend they're in control and they have the same ability. God don't like imitations. He does not like people playing with his identity. I don't know if you knew that. So I'm not calling him because I'm on his side of politics or anything like that. Right is right. I don't care who it is. Like me, I don't even identify with either party. It's not good or bad. It's just I see where we're people. And it don't matter what side we're sitting on. We're human. And not everything we're going to say is what everybody's going to believe. And to the point of where people don't even vote is whenever people are known by how they identify themselves for being unfair, unjust. But I believe God is trying to bring a balance and people are resistant, and that's okay. God is going to mow them over like the grass and they'll wither. And it doesn't matter who stepped up to dismantle this foolishness. I say good job. Keep going. It needed to happen. I told you guys it needs to be a cleanse in these systems. These systems need to be torn down. They need to be annihilated and redone. And again, the order of the day for God was to just get all this torn down a certain way. And then he will build it back up. He will put people in positions and in places where this can become good again. Because this city, a lot of states are cursed. This is number one. This is the number one cursed state because of the criminality of the mentalities of people. It's criminal all day, way past before Al Capone. This was a state that just ran amok on society as a whole. And it stems out into other places. I'm sure it's not the only one. You got Nevada. You got... I told you these people be buying states. They need to go build their own state and run things how they want. This stuff's so corrupt. Except you're literally tearing down the processes. I mean, really tearing down the processes, which is hard because all of these states are pretty much ordered to be set up the same, although some have their own little way of doing things because they think they own the state. God owns all of this. And I'm going to allow him to speak because I'm not on anybody's side. I don't want anybody to get hurt or die or demise or injured or have bad luck. That is not my job. I just speak what I feel God is saying because, again, so many people have been wronged out here, and I'm one of them. And I speak up about it. And I don't care who did it. I speak about it because I have a right to. And I'm being more and more instructed to shut up. And I don't know how. So y'all bear with me. Okay? I don't. But what I do know is oh, I'm sorry, my arm hurts so bad. Oh, wow. Yeah, my arms are injured from all that zapping. All up under here hurts. Oh, under the arm itself. All up under the arm. Whew. Man, I can't never really shake it right now, but God is healing. That's the good part. God is healing. He's bringing healing to my body, restoration, youthfulness. But again, Elon Musk, again, I know that he have women that love him in his life, sisters, his mother, relatives, and fun friends and family, and people that he date or have families with. God bless you. It's none of my business. When I'm talking, I don't have anybody in mind. I just want you guys to know that. And if I do, I don't call your name, so I don't want you guys thinking I'm talking to you, unless that I'm just speaking what it is. And I'm not perfect. Naturally, you could say something about me. I am not perfect at all. Follow me a day. You'll be like, you probably write a book on what you see, child. I care less. Yeah, God feeds me. I'm not skinny. So point being, so if I'm on saying congratulations to someone and maybe that's not favorable for everybody, anybody that saves me and my children out here, whether they're anonymous or out of my face or out and about saying I F's with that one and her kids, I'm all for you. I don't care. I could be wrong as wrong come. And I know people are not perfect and they could have been a part of the effery at the beginning. But I do feel somewhere along the way, they figured out the processes of what was happening. And they stepped back like, okay, yeah, I need to get on that person's team because what the frick is this? I get it. People were misled in a lot of cases. Like I said, people are so dusty, tricky. And it caused problems and illusions for people. And again, the same time and energy they put into people failing here in life in this realm, they will have that same challenge when it's time for judgment. Oh, that's so funny. People work so hard down here trying to play God and blocking people, being a little demon. And I know they be losing their mind doing that stuff. I know they're not living well. I know they're not on the up and up doing stuff like that. They got to be out their mind. I know. But it's your responsibility to go get some medications when you know you nuts. And if you didn't know you was nuts, that's why you should have sat down. Because if you don't know you crazy, now that's real crazy. How do you not know that you're not following the law? How nobody else around you don't care enough about you to say, hey, we need to get this person some help. Why? Why ain't nobody caring about you that you out here doing all this stuff and ain't nobody say, buddy, come with me. Let me go get you some help. And why is society setting it up where people that know they're crazy, if they refuse help, they just out here randomly doing whatever they want to do to any and everybody. Some of y'all, you can walk to the door of sanity. And like that horse, the fools ain't going to eat or drink. Now, here's my whole point with that. So you want to starve and you want to be dehydrated. You know that's going to kill you, right? So people think, no, I'm eating, I'm drinking water. Stupid. These are spiritual aspects that people ignore, like I said. If you're not drinking from the living word of God, like common sense and instruction in a healthy way, if you're not eating the fruits of the spirit and all those good things that God has for us, yeah, you won't live very well. You won't have the things that you need out here in these streets. And that's where the problem comes in. All right. So I did take a glimpse of that. I did see that. Again, I don't know if this man wants that out there, that he has multi-billions up past the billions now. But I said congratulations. And I'll say that to anybody that's doing well and not, visibly hurting me and my children, or that are assisting us. I don't know what he's doing. I've never met this person, but Kudos to people that can get linen and cotton like that. I mean, you can't take it with you though. But whatever. Yeah. I think I said what I was trying to say because there's so many distractions. I got so many intrusive thoughts or thoughts that are popping around. But I'm not trying to impress or, be on anybody's side. If I see God blessing, I say something. As long as you ain't visibly up in me and my kids' face doing stuff. But I'm going to tell you, people were openly doing some really bad things. And I do feel that somebody stepped in and blocked it. Somebody stepped in and said, and now they're telling me to shut up and sit down somewhere. But ain't nobody saying nothing to me directly. But I got a feeling that, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But something is happening energetically. And whoever's helping me, thank you. Whoever y'all is, thank you so much. Because somebody shows on Purge 4.0. Y'all seen that movie? Child? Somebody was on that time clock. Oh, they was like, yeah, baby, you don't need nothing. You and your kids supposed to be gone up off this earth. If I never met you, I wish we could have. And if I met you, nice knowing you. Bye. What? Yeah, I'm up here trying to progress and do things. And somebody was like, you don't need none of that. Don't worry about it. You don't need no apartment. You don't need no wedding dress. You don't need to lose no weight. You don't need to be trying to buy no house. You don't need your credit. You don't need nothing, baby. I felt that. I did. I woke up. I was like, somebody want me dead. They want my head. They want me to have a bed, hair, air, life. They want me to be a wife. I mean, shoot, I was running it down. It was one of them videos. They deleted a lot of them. Somebody hacked my account. I can imagine who did that. Somebody was like, you girl, you good. You don't need nothing. You don't need nothing. None of your goals, dreams. You cool. And I mean, it was swiftly like swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Like I was in the woods and they was chopping stuff down, gleaning corn husk or something. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. They're coming towards me. Like, yeah, I'm close. I'm finna chop you down, babe. What? God, the universe itself. I don't deserve to be over here in poverty in this building. I'm a good person. I work hard. I work too hard for this, and I don't deserve to die. Me or my children. Father of the universe, I need you, ancestors, some grandma, G-O-D, G-O-D-E wasn't out yet, D-O-G, J-E-S-U-S, somebody, I-C-E-N-Q, I-S-I-S, somebody. Come rescue sister. I don't know what's going on outside, but I don't want no parts of it. I got stuff to do here, me and my children. Man, somebody got all involved in my kids' lives, trying to make my kids turn against me, talk smart to me, and naturally that hurts your feelings. You trying to show love to your kids, you hearing that they're not crazy, or to make your kids feel like they were sick so they can get you vulnerable and feeling like you were helpless or you needed help and you were alone in the world, and you're not. You have a family that loves you. And it's not just one. There's several people that if they were to meet you, they would love you. I have a belch. Don't y'all ever think I'm dropping tears online. This is a belch. I'm always drinking and eating, baby. I ain't hungry. Okay. Do I look hungry? All right. Yeah. I mean, people try to take that link card. Do I look like I'm starving? Keep it. So, yeah. I was like, was it? Really? It was 2 doors over there. They made it one. All right. So, yeah, it got wild. These people really lost their identity. I don't know who this was. I don't know who hired who. I don't know if this was for one of those parties where they take people's blood and organs and sell it, or just take it and give it to whoever for whatever. But that's why y'all see people scrambling. And they feel like they got the money to get out of this. But you cannot escape God. You might escape justice here on the mainstream, on the TV screen. But absolutely in your real lives, I'll say it again, there are so many people out here that feel like grass, which is money, it's cotton and linen, it's plants. It is plants. I don't care if it's wood, that's a plant. It's a tree, it's a plant. They feel like because they have money, they can do whatever and they can get coverage or they can avoid things. You cannot avoid God. He's in us all. And that's how some people go crazy after they commit crimes. I promise you, if somebody did something or was attempting to, they are losing their ish mentally. Because they're thinking of what could have, should have, would have happened. And again, someone stepped in barely, possibly right on time to save me and my children. I haven't talked to my kids. I'm not sure why. But, I understand there will be another life. Okay. And I believe we're ready for that. And we will meet up again. And I told them to do just that. Because God has to handle these little raggedy rats down here that do not know boundaries or think that grass, cotton, and linen is a way out. And it's not. It is not. It is not. You can't escape God or justice. You might be worrying about the court systems, but you need to be worrying about your grave status where you go to heaven or hell. Let's go. It's not a game out here playing with people's lives. Not a game. Our lives do not belong to nobody else but God. And no one has a right to take it, to change it, to alter it, to put it the way they want it. You are not God. And you should not be conducting yourself as such without a straitjacket and some crayons. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what you own. I don't care where you live. I don't care who you know. Stay in your lane. You are not God.